Everyone, after nearly 2 years of being vacant, new life coming to some Double 8 grocery stores.
Yeah, the Indianapolis-based grocery chain closed all of its locations in the summer of 2015. 24-hour News 8's Howard Monroe live near 38th and Illinois streets with the plans they have there. Good evening, Howard.
Good evening, Brooke and Phil. You know, they're putting a brewery in here. You know, this area has been changing rapidly over the last few years, and the owner of Happy Brewing is saying that he's getting in while the getting's good.
We're brewing up a smile.
Happy Brewing is on its way to the Butler-Tarkington neighborhood.
We think that we can bring great beer to people that they're going to have a smile about at the end of the day.
Gabe Sukup owns the new brewery with his business partner, Dave Beller. The building is massive at 8,400 square feet.
When you walked in here, did you realize the undertaking you'd have to go under?
Not quite. I mean, I thought I did, but it's like an onion. You start peeling the layers and you find out more and more. I mean, the bones of the structure were great, but it took a lot of peeling to get down to the bones.
They've removed the concrete front wall and replaced it with glass. They've installed a new brewery system, have plans for a kitchen, and at some point says they'll add a rooftop bar.
With the clock over here, we need all this.
Up until mid-century, Ford cars were stored here. Then in the 1960s, Double 8, known then as 7-Eleven Supermarket, moved in, and they stayed here until 2 years ago. The red lettering still on the rooftop. While the view from here is changing, a few blocks away at 29th and MLK, it remains the same.
You hear rumors, you know, often that, you know, something's going to happen in the neighborhood, a grocery store is going to come, but we've been hearing it now for a year and a half, and we still don't have a grocery store.
Reverend Charles Harrison of Barnes United Methodist Church says when its Double 8 closed, it created a food desert, one that he says is only getting worse. The Double 8 closing where Happy Brewing is opening also created a food desert.
I think it would be a really great place for another grocery store that does like a Whole Foods.
Hopefully we'll be bringing an asset to the community that everybody can enjoy.
Now, Sukup did say that there are plans in place to open up a supermarket somewhere in this neighborhood, but he didn't say where. Now, this isn't the only Double 8 that's now undergoing a renovation. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we'll tell you about the Double 8 in South Broad Ripple that is going through a similar change. But for now, live in Butler-Tarkington, Howard Monroe, 24-hour News 8.